All right, everybody, we are live. How you doing? I'm Bad Moon MTG. We are here for the Team Cat Book Club. Used to be Strixhaven Book Club, but we're not in Strixhaven anymore. We are on MTG D&D, which is Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. So we're going to do a draft of this set, and then we are going to play some games in pod. So we're just getting set up. We had to find a last-minute 8th player, which we have done. So now we're just waiting for the tournament organizer to get everything set. We should be going here in just a minute. Yeah, it looks like they're still trying to get Melee updated. Yeah, so as soon as we are up and running, we will switch over to the draft view. Let me see that one. Okay, it looks like we've got everybody now. So we should be going here in just a minute. Let me switch over to here. This is the site we use for drafting. It works pretty well. I like it. And we'll get a prompt when things are ready to go. All right. So I'm not really sure what the what the holdup is at this point, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes that I am not aware of. So that's probably where we're at. Here we go. Still waiting on 2 people to confirm. 1. Still waiting on 1. And everyone's ready. All right, let's do this. What are we gonna get here? Some kind of cool dragon? I would like a cool dragon. Tiamat? Could do with a dragon god. That would be nice. Here we go. Delina, Wild Mage. Whenever Delina attacks, choose target creature you control. On a 1 to 14, you make a token that's a copy of that. On a 15 to 20, you make multiple. You make one of those tokens and you roll again. So you're guaranteed to get at least one token, maybe 2, maybe 3. I like this. We can go into the die rolling deck. Is there anything in this we want to come back around? Nothing that rolls dice, but the Brazen Dwarf is another payoff, so we wouldn't mind having that. Armory Veteran is actually really good. There's some pretty good equipment. Grim Wanderer, you can do some fun things with. And yeah, so we're going to take Delina. Very powerful. Especially if you get things that enter the battlefield and when they do roll dice, then you are really kind of reinforcing that strategy. Barbarian class also wants us to roll dice. Whenever you roll dice, roll that many plus 1. We are definitely taking the Barbarian class. Hoarding Ogre, Swarming Goblins. Both of those are really good for the deck, and we wouldn't mind seeing them come back around. We might want to be in black as well, so the Rogue would be a good idea. If all else fails, Spiked Pit Trap rolls dice. So I think we're going to take the Barbarian class and stay in red. So, if we have Barbarian class out, and we attack with Delina, then we roll 2 dice. Hopefully get one 15 to 20. Create a token, roll again, 2 dice. We might go infinite with that. What do we got here? Power of Persuasion. Choose target creature an opponent controls. Return it to its owner's hand on a 1 to 9, 10 to 19. Put it on top or bottom of their library. Or we can gain control of it until the end of our next turn, which is really nice. We also just have the Hoarding Ogre. We also have Baleful Beholder is not bad. So I think we don't know if blue is going to be open, so I think we're going to go with the Hoarding Ogre. Just stick to the plan for now. Somebody disconnected, but they are back. Minsk, could do. Definitely could do. Herald, though. You roll a d20. You can pay to roll. And that can actually work really well. So I think we're going to go with that as a finisher. Move into red-black. Armory Veteran, very good if you have some equipment. But we're just going to move full speed on this die rolling deck. Interestingly enough, activating Circle of Death, if you have level 2 or higher on your Barbarian class, acts as a combat trick. Let me see, what do we got here? Spike Pit Trap is fine. Contact Other Plane is good. I think could go with Boots of Speed, but I think we're going to go with the Vampire Spawn. Enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 2, you gain 2. It's a pretty powerful effect. And I think that's probably the choice here. Spiked Pit Trap is expensive for a one-use thing. Oh, it's only one use. Oh, no, never mind. It's a cost. Yeah. Hive of the Eye Tyrant turns into a 3/3 Beholder. When it attacks, exile target card from graveyard. Okay. If you control 2 or more lands, it enters the battlefield tapped. Taps for black. Has menace when it's a creature. Could just go with the Hobgoblin or the Goblin Javelineer. I think we're going to go with the Hive. Maybe that's wrong, but I feel like having a 3/3 that they can't kill with sorcery speed removal is pretty good. Not a whole lot for us here. We'll go with the Armor Veteran. It's a bear with upside. Can't go wrong. So that was pick 7. So we got one more that we haven't seen yet. And then we're into the second half of the pack. Yeah, nothing here for us. So we will take a Spiked Pit Trap. I don't think we're going to play multiples of that. Well, maybe. Maybe we'll play multiples of that. Once we get up to 6, you can flash it in and immediately sacrifice it to do 5 damage. That'll take down just about everything. There's a few things it won't, but if they've got those on the field, probably dead anyway. Come to an old camp. Up to 2 target creatures can't block, or target creature gets +3/+1 until end of turn. Pretty good combat trick. A lot of white going around here. And I note that we didn't see, maybe it's the next one. Was there, I can't remember if it was first or second pack, or sorry, second or third. I guess it was second or third. Yeah, so somebody else is in red. We'll take this, but we're not going to play it. Don't really need the treasure vault. If we come up with a reason we need the treasure vault, then by all means, but if we have something that cares about how many artifacts we have, maybe. Manticore. It's a 2/1 flash flying
Destroy target creature an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. Yeah, that ain't bad. A little expensive, but, you know, you block with something small. And then, flash that in. We will kick in a door. Didn't see a whole lot of black come back either. So it's possible that somebody's cutting black. We'll take it, but we're not going to play a second one right now. So far, not bad. Ooh, Den of the Bugbear. That's not bad. Dragon's Fire is really good, though. We're going to take a Dragon's Fire. 3 damage for 2 mana. Target creature or planeswalker. Yeah, I think I like that. Den of the Bugbear might come back around. Other than that, there's not a whole lot. We might find some prisoners later. We might get the Baleful Beholder, which again is not bad. But right now we're going to take the removal. And if we get lucky and find a dragon, the red and black versions of which are pretty good, then we can deal extra damage. What are we looking at right now? So we're at 6 and 6. Well, 6 and 5 because we have a land. So we need more creatures, but that's something we can definitely prioritize. Chaos Channeler. Whenever it attacks, roll a die. That's good. Exile top card, you may play it this turn. Exile 2, you may play them this turn. Exile 3, you may play them this turn. That's a lot. We're gonna take it. We're getting bunched up here at 4 a little bit. I'd like to find more 2-drops than 3-drops. Yeah. That's our 1 card that ventures into the dungeon right there. So, we're not going to get very far into any dungeon we enter. Probably. There's some good black cards that'll get us deeper into a dungeon, but at this point I'm not prioritizing that. Magic Missile. I think I will take a Magic Missile. Can't be countered. 3 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 targets. Earth Cult Elemental is also good. Brazen Dwarf would be great. I would love an Earth Cult Elemental to go with Delina. Delina attacks and create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of a creature I control, which would be the Earth Cult Elemental, and then you roll a die, and then people start sacrificing stuff, which is really nice. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of these two comes back, but if somebody else is in the D20 deck, Brazen Dwarf will probably not come back. Ray of Enfeeblement. Target creature gets -4/-1. If that creature is white, it gets -4/-4. It's not bad. We are not seeing any creatures. What are we? We've only gotten 1 creature this pack so far. So, yeah. Gotta find some creatures. Don't get me wrong, removal is important, but removal doesn't do you a whole lot of good if you can't hit back. Okay. Hulking Bugbear is good. Earth Cult Elemental is good. Since I talked up the interaction, I think we're going to go with the Elemental. That Hulking Bugbear would also be nice. You know what? Are we going to find... Yeah, this is an uncommon. We could find an Earth Cult Elemental. Nobody's going to want to take too many of those. And I think this fills out our curve better. That'll be nice, though. If we can get one. Could have also taken the Jaded Sellsword, but I'm not really interested. If it was the only thing in the pack, definitely taking it, definitely playing it, but costing one less and having one less power is fine by me. Ooh, Fireball. You know I love me a Fireball. One, because it rolls dice. And two, because it's removal and damage to face, which I like. So that's going in. But again, we're keeping kind of even on removal versus, or on rather, creatures versus non-creatures. It's just that most of my non-creatures are removal. Improvised weaponry, Horde Robber. Creates a token if you do damage. Sure. Yeah, we need the creatures, and we've got better removal than improvised weaponry. As far as the curve goes, we don't really have one. It's kind of a straight line. Wish. Hello. Play a card you own from outside the game this turn. We don't really need that. Well, we're going to take it, but we're not going to play it. I can't really think of what we would want to play from outside the game. Because if we can get to 3, we're pretty well set. We shouldn't need, like, to pull a land from somewhere. Yeah, we'll find some prisoners. We've got 18 spells. We need about 5 or 6 more. Probably 6. I think we'll go up to 24 spells in this deck. But somebody is in the dice deck with us. We're going to take the leather armor. We're going to drop it because we don't need it. Hello, Brazen Dwarf. I didn't think you were third pick in the pack. Get in here. I thought it was one pick earlier that we passed the Brazen Dwarf. Turns out I was wrong. That means somebody picked up the elemental there. Kick in the door, and I think we're going to drop You Come to the Knoll Camp. Yeah. We'll take a Great Axe, but we're not going to play it.
As much as we would love to, have an axe in our barbarian deck, but, probably not going to play Feign Death. Sorcerer class, Demon Fang Knoll. Got another Fireball. I think we're going to take the Fireball because Fireball. We could get the Swarming Goblins back. Yeah, that's kind of about all I care about in this pack. Though we'll gladly take either of those cards right there. We won't be splashing green for Targnar. Though that is well worth first pick. Lets you go into that direction early, which is great. So, where are we at? We are at 10 and 10. We got Dragonfire. Ooh. When it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Other creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on them for each mana from a treasure spent to cast them. Maybe, but how else do we have to make treasures? We don't really. We can maybe do it by venturing into the dungeon. Spiked Pit Trap makes a treasure. We could always put in the treasure vault. Alternatively, we take more removal. Yeah, I think we take more removal. As much as I complain about not having the creatures, a 1/2... Rust Monster. First strike 2/1 for 3. Not great. That makes a treasure. Thieves' Tools, create a treasure. Can't be blocked as long as its power is 3 or less. Which is a lot of our stuff. Maybe Thieves' Tools? We're going to take the Rust Monster. We could potentially flash in and sacrifice a Spiked Pit Trap to give +2/+0 till end of turn. Then the Pit Trap would have acted like it wants to, which is as removal, but it would have been cheaper. That is real good. That's a very powerful spell. But I think I gotta go with the Hobgoblin Captain. Just to fill out those creatures, and we need one more spell. And then we can start maybe looking at cuts. We have a lot of removal. We've got 2 Fireballs, the 2 Dragon's Fire, the Pit Trap, the Magic Missile, the Manticore is removal. Plunder. There's an. Okay, these were both in our original pack 3. This is not our original pack 3. But I think we're going to get another vampire spawn. Don't get me wrong, Herald is great, but our curve is such that we don't want to load up on more 5-drops. Could also have taken the Barbarian
but Vampire Spawn, I think, is the right choice there. Do you never want to leave home without your 50 feet of rope? We're also going to put it away, so, you know. We're not going to use it. So I think we've got a good deck. I think it could be better. If we had more die rolling shenanigans, it would be better. If we had the 6-drop elemental, would be hilarious. Not right now, though, apparently. Let's get a Plundering Barbarian. And we'll drop 1 kick in the door. And I'll tell you why. So, the Barbarian, when it enters the battlefield, you can destroy target artifact or create a treasure, which works really well with Delina. Because Delina will make a copy of the Barbarian, and you get to do one of those 2 things. Dungeon map, pit trap. Yeah, we'll take a dungeon map, I guess. But again, we're not playing it. So we didn't get to go quite as hard as I wanted to on the die rolling. I don't think we're gonna see an elemental come around. I don't think we saw one the first time through. Got the Horde Robber. Kind of surprised nobody's in blue-red. Because if you're in blue-red, you probably take this. But we're going to take the... Yeah, you know what? We're going to take the Sorcerer class. We're not going to be a Sorcerer, but, you know. Yeah, sure. Hexblade is probably better than the Armory Veteran. Thieves' Tools, but we're not going to play him. Yeah. Put that out. Compelled Duel. Get rid of that. And we will get an Herbalist. Oh, Kozilek's Chocobo, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Love that name. So what are we doing now? We got to export this to Arena. And then I got to switch over to Arena, so that's gonna just be a second here. Alright, so, all told, I think the deck is pretty good. Yes, we are. We are drafting with some other content creators. This is through Team Cat, which I believe stands for Cards and Things. And it's kind of a league. It happens every Wednesday. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Helps if I actually do things. So yeah, we just drafted, and now we're gonna put our decks together and play within our pod. So let's see, what do we have here? Interesting that it actually put 16 lands. Usually it fights me and tries to put 17. So I'm missing some stuff in the sideboard. I am missing exactly one thing in the sideboard. Yeah, I think it's just the treasure vault. So we're gonna go ahead and craft all because I don't care. And then I think we are good to go, except for, I forgot, we have to select sleeves. What do we want to do sleeve-wise? Tiamat? Do we want to go with the Tiamat? Usually I would go with the Ulamog, and Ulamog has served me well. So I think it's between those two. It's either going to be a Dragon God or an Eldrazi Titan. I'm going to think about it for a minute. If you have an idea, feel free to share. Okay. Where is... We can turn that off. Don't need that anymore. Alright, so we will check in, I guess. I think we're gonna go with Tiamat. You know, new dragon god thing. And while we are waiting, while we're waiting, I need to figure out what is going on. Okay. So we're still waiting on one person who joined late because of reasons to set up an account on Melee. But yeah, this is the deck. Got ourselves Barbarian class, which can really help with our Chaos Channeler. It can help with Delina. The Fireballs. What else do we got? We got a Brazen Dwarf that also helps pay off rolling some dice. Spiked Pit Trap rolls some dice. We've got a lot of removal. So for the most part, we're going to probably be the control deck in most of these matchups. I mean, don't get me wrong. If we go Barbarian class into Hobgoblin Captain into Hulking Bugbear, I'm not going to play that control. I'm going to play that very aggressive. But for the most part, I have a feeling we're going to end up being the control in here. Kami Blade, good to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna need some luck. It's a good pod today. And most of them, I think, probably have a little more experience drafting this than I do. Grab my
keyboard so I can reply to some things in this chat. So yeah, our pack 1 pick 1 was Delina, Wild Mage. We didn't get as many enter the battlefield effects as I was hoping to. I focused a little more on trying to get a die rolling deck going. But you know, we've got some things. We've got the Plundering Barbarian, Vampire Spawn. Those kinds of things are going to really work well with Delina. Horde Robber as well. The Hired Hexblade doesn't do anything with that, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. I can go ahead and shut this down. What's in the store? Ooh, definitely want to just press done. Let's see what's in the store. Anything good? I do like that. Kind of cute. Ooh. Eye of Vecna, Hand of Vecna. I'll tell you this. Hand of Vecna, super good. It's really, really powerful. Especially if you can attach it to something with lifelink. Yeah, so we're just waiting on people to finish up building their decks because I am strange and build my deck during the draft as opposed to kind of just pulling cards into a pile and then building later. I like to kind of know where I'm at, which is the one benefit of drafting online is I have the ability to do that as opposed to drafting in person where generally you're not allowed to look at your cards in while you're drafting. I should probably rename this. Let's see if we have pairings yet. We do not. Still waiting on one person to get joined up here. So yeah, it's hard to know where everybody's at. I know we've got a couple of people who are ready to go.
Just about everybody has gotten into the MTG Melee tournament. Okay, I can see there's a conference going on between the organizer and the last minute edition, so they're trying to get things set up here. Normally, we would be, I think, probably starting the games by now. But, you know, what can you do? Get a late edition and things happen. I've never actually read Sorcerer class. For a blue and a red, draw 2, discard 2. That isn't bad. Creatures you control have add a blue or red. Spend it only to cast instants and sorceries. Whenever you cast that spell deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of instant and sorcery spells you've cast this turn. So, Sorcerer class wants to be Storm. Very interesting. There were 2 of those going around. I would play it just for that draw 2, discard 2. Then, if you happen to have a deck that is on theme, you can level it up. And then, once you hit level 3, that can end the game pretty quick. But I think that'll do better in Constructed than it does in Limited. So maybe that's why it was going around. Alright, we appear to have all 8 players now in Melee. Now we're just waiting on the pairings to be up. Well, they jumped down to table 2. Does that mean they are ready to go? Pairings. There we go. Okay, so we are against the Veil. So let's go ahead and do this. I do apologize. There's somebody making way too much noise out there on the street. That looks all right. And we're just waiting on... You know what?
Let me do a thing real quick. I've got a hunch. I've got a hunch that that is a thing. Apparently not. Well, if that had worked immediately, I'd have been fine, but I'm going to go back to the original way that it was, because that's exactly what I copied from the site. So I guess we are waiting on Vivail. It's entirely possible Vivail is still working on their deck. Yeah, just got word from Vivail. They'll just be a minute. In the meantime, unfortunately, all we can do is wait.
I do apologize. I understand this is very riveting. But we'll be going here in a minute. Oh, forgot to mention, I am the current reigning champion. The last time we did one of the book club tournaments, I won. So, yeah, trying to keep my crown. And see what we can do about that today. There we go. All right, let's see what we can do. We're going to play first. Well, we got Brazen Dwarf into Magic Missile. That's not bad. I think we'll keep this. We've also got Hive of the Eye Tyrant and enough, almost enough lands to make that happen. I just realized you can see the shape of a beholder in there. I like that. That's fun. So we're going to play Hive of the Eye Tyrant next, because if we don't, it comes in tapped. And we definitely want to hit Magic Missile on turn 3. I got myself a Dracolich over on the side. Finally replaced the trophy. Veil having issues? Wizard. No maximum hand size. Draw 2 cards. So that doesn't happen until turn 3. Portable hole. Okay. Ooh. We have I'm gonna keep that for now. We do have enough land to activate Hive of the Eye Tyrant, by the way. We're gonna do this. We're gonna Delina. Worst comes to worst, we can activate the Hive. Yeah, sure. Okay. Mind Flayer. Okay. That's totally fine. Got a Barbarian class down, which is good because now we get to roll 2 dice. Definitely going to want to do something about that. Deals combat damage to a player. Venture into the dungeon. Gain a life. Scry 1. Each player loses a life. We're going to scry 1. Hexblade's not going to be enough. And creatures we control have haste. Yeah. You only get to draw 2 cards. Hilarious. I'm okay with that. The Veil has a dungeon map, so at worst, can go venturing into the dungeon whenever they want. They're not rolling very well. I'm okay with that. That is a problem. That is now out of range of all of our burn spells. So we will have to find a different way to deal with that. That's not good. Oh, this is going to get out of hand real fast. Oh, this is getting way out of hand now. No blocks. We'll take 8. Scry 1. No, there's nothing we can do here. We needed something that turn. We don't really have anything else, so we're going to go ahead and do this. Just run it right back. Yeah, I said we were going to be the control, but despite having one of our control-y hands, we got out-controlled by Vivail. Okay, we got a Magic Missile again. We got a Hexblade, Vampire Spawn. So Vampire Spawn with Delina is good. I'm totally down with that. We'll get the Hexblade down as well. Ooh, we got some removal beyond Magic Missile. Cool. Portable Hole. There you are. Now we just gotta hope that the vampire survives long enough. We got Magic Missile, which can go to the face. Yeah, we're just going to Dragonfire. $17. Do it again. Yup. That's how we drew it up. If you can get the combos together, the deck goes crazy. Like, no matter what right there, we were going to hit him for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, drain him for 2 more. So we were basically hitting him to half health right there. And we were going up to 24. Well, okay. We got some stuff. Monk of the Open Hand, Wizard class. So this is gonna be fun. We could go haste. I don't think we're going to go haste. Did you get a portable hole? You did get a portable hole. I'm glad I went with the Rust Monster. Though, that could have gone better. No blocks. You're an artifact, are you? No attacks for now. Well, that's not good for us. It's not good for us at all. Let's see. We can give Menace. We're just going to do this for now. We got to take it a little slow. Just a little. Gain life. Okay. Vivail has gone full-on dungeon. So we're both taking this a little slow. Okay. That's cool. Now, the Rust Monster makes things very interesting. Ooh. That's nice. What is this? This is 6. So we can do that one time. Ooh, Ray of Enfeeblement. Because that's going to get big. Well, took one down anyway. Got to clear the board a little bit, is the thing. Gain life, draw a card. Let him venture into the dungeon. Exile the top 2 cards. You may play them or create. Yeah, I don't care about that one. We'll take 4. Scry 2, draw 2. Not bad, not bad. We can still definitely win this, though. And then we'll pass and prepare to Manticore. Another wizard class. Now, eventually, we may just go ahead and win because the Veil runs out of cards. The Veil's only got 13 cards left, and it's drawing multiple cards per turn. Okay. So that's going to put the Priest of Ancient Lore out of range. Bar the gate. Well, we are in deep trouble now. Was not expecting to bar the gate there. Well, Dragonfire is not going to do a whole lot here. Yep, that's game. How many cards? 10 left? Yeah, we didn't get anywhere close.
Well, that means it is a short night for us. Submit the result. And making sure. Yep, everything looks to be in order there. Yeah, so that is Axel, hello. Yeah, the D&D set has a lot of cards with lots of words. That is absolutely correct. I think 1 hour stream is not enough. I think I'm gonna do a quick draft on Arena as well, but I gotta do one more thing over here. All right, we can forget about that for now. But we will add a couple of things back in to my overlay. Boom. Oops. Where is... Did it break? There we go. Got the chat back in there. Yeah, so we are going to go ahead and do a... Where are you at? Premiere draft. That's the one I was looking for. Really? 10,000 gold. Well, I've got that much, so we're in. We're going to go ahead and do this, and once we're done with this draft, we'll be done for the night. But I don't intend for this to go as slow, or as quickly, rather, as the other one. So you can't be blocked as long as it's attacking alone. Venture into the dungeon. So we could go hardcore on the dungeon plan here. And I think that's what we're going to do. What else we got? We got fly. Ooh, that's another venture into the dungeon card. What else we got? Defender, venture into the dungeon. Oh, this just ventures into the dungeon. Tap and untap legendary creature, venture into the dungeon. That's not as good. So I'm going to go with the... I'm going to go with this horse. Surprisingly. True polymorph. Target artifact or creature becomes a copy of another one. Okay. Interesting. Shocking Grasp is good. Paladin wants to be something else. Yeah, I guess we go with Shocking Grasp. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an enchantment, reveal it, shuffle, put it onto the top of the deck. As long as you've completed a dungeon, it gets double strike.
Well, we're going to complete some dungeons. That's the plan. Alright, where is the backlog? It's kind of spread out. Nobody I recognize in there. So Yonti ventures into the dungeon and can't be blocked if it's attacking alone, which means we can definitely get through a dungeon pretty quick if we want to. I would probably go through either this one. Oh, let's see what we got here. Delver's Torch. Whenever it attacks, venture into the dungeon. That's not bad. It's kind of expensive to equip, though. This is the same, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that torch, because if we attach that to the Auntie, then we're pretty good. What do we got here? Power of Persuasion. Good removal. This also good removal. And is a creature with flash that is removal. So that's good. I think we're going to go with that one. That's really good removal, too. I think we're going to go with Minimus Containment. Mordekainen's Polymorph. Until end of turn, target creature becomes a dragon with base power and toughness 4/4 and gains flying. Well, flying is good. Also, it's an instant, which means you can use it defensively. Choose target player, return half the creatures they control to their owner's hand, rounded up. That's hilarious. I think we're going to go with that. Sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, put that in the sideboard. We're not going to play it unless we get something that it works with. Yeah. I'm not going to play a Mimic. They're fine. I'm not interested. Sure. Attach it to a creature you control. That's not bad. When it enters the battlefield, you basically get to make a creature you control plus 0/2. So that's pretty good. And we got the removal back. Guild Thief. Deals combat damage to a player, put a counter on it. Can't be blocked this turn. That's nice. Gonna split the party, another Delver's Torch. I think we're gonna go with the Thief. We're gonna have a bunch of unblockable stuff. That sounds good to me. Doubt we're gonna see another Yonti. A rogue class. Creature you control have menace. Huh. Okay. Enters the battlefield. If enchanted creature is red, tap it. As long as enchanted creature is red, it loses all abilities. And for everybody, it doesn't untap. So that's good. That's good removal. Especially against red decks, which are, I think, pretty popular. Air Cult Elemental. Enter battlefield, return up to one other target creature to its owner's hand. That sounds good to me. So I think we're going to go with that as our finisher. Oh, Asmodeus the Archfiend. I really like that. Yeah, pretty much ninjas. Which I'm cool with. Huh. Arcane Investigator, you could search the room. But we are going to instead bar the gate. Don't get me wrong, I would love to have Asmodeus. It's a very powerful card. But we're not in black. The chat is not working very well right now, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off the screen. What do we got? Bar the gate, which we just picked up one. We got a Pixie Guide. If you would roll one or more dice, instead roll that many. +1, ignore the lowest. I think we just take another bar the gate. What do we got here? Enters battlefield, scry one. Sure. There's nothing in white, which means somebody to our left is in white. That says draw cards on it. I'm cool with that. Curve's looking pretty good. We're kind of at 1 and 2 for the most part. Or sorry, 2 and 3 rather. Which is where you want to be. Oh, Black Dragon. Ooh. When this enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon. We like that. And as long as you've completed that, it's a 3/4 with flying instead of brick. So, yeah, get in there. We're going to take this and we're not going to play it. I do like this one. Mordekainen's polymorph is kind of hilarious. All told, I think we're doing pretty good. We don't have any lands, so we have 22 spells out of the 24 I'm likely to want. Ooh, Volo. Guide to Monsters. Whenever you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with the creature you control or creature card in your graveyard, copy that spell. That's pretty nice. This, however, is very nice. And I still don't think that's what I'm taking. Whenever this attacks, venture into the dungeon. That's its front runner right now. When this enters the battlefield, roll a d20. You can scry 1, 2, or 3 depending on the result. Shortcut Seekers, very good. When it deals combat damage, venture into the dungeon. But we've got plenty of that. I think we want this. And I think we are going to not want this Rhyme Shield Giant. Target creature, planeswalker, an opponent controls faces out. If it's black, exile it instead. It's not the best removal, but a Steadfast Paladin is nice. So I'm going to take that. And now, anything else we add, we have to take something out. When it enters the battlefield, any number of other target creatures you control phase out. That's nice. So I think we're going to go with this. And drop the power of persuasion. We've got better right now. Charmed Sleep. Yeah. Charmed Sleep, and we'll take out the Rhyme Shield Giant. So, you know, we got our butts handed to us by a blue-white deck in the tournament, so here we are playing blue-white. Because, of course, we are. What's our creature count look like? Okay, so we are definitely the control deck here. Another planar ally. I think we're going to go ahead and take that as well. And we will drop the Air Cult Elemental. Hello. Room abilities of dungeons you own trigger an additional time. That is exactly what we want. I think we can afford to lose Flumph. Dealt damage you and target opponent each draw a card. Okay. Get in there. We gotta drop a couple of things here. We'll figure out what they are in a second. We're not going to play any of the stuff I'm taking right now, so I'm just taking uncommons to fill up Vault Progress a little faster. I think we can ditch the Shocking Grasp and Silver Raven? I think a whole lot of Mordekainen's polymorphs running around here. Yep, we're not playing it, either of those, rather. Now we wait for our last one to come through. All told, I kind of like the deck. I don't know if it's good, but I like it. And we're at 12 and 12, which is a pretty good ratio for a control deck. We do have to do the traditional dropping of one land. And we get to choose sleeves. Let's see what we have at the bottom here. Get them Tiamat sleeves. If you think I should have picked another kind of sleeve, then by all means, use your moon rocks to get me some fresh sleeves. That is down at the bottom of the chat. And we're going to get right into round number 1 here. Let's see what we can do. So, we've got Flumph, the Minimus Containment, the Polymorph. So, if somebody attacks in, and we turn it into a 4/4, that's hilarious. I love it. We also have a Paladin Shield, which means there's no one ever getting through that Flumph. And yes, I will be saying Flumph as often as I can. Yeah, you are correct. And that is actually a very common assumption to make. You are not the first to find me that way. How'd your draft go? Might as well. We get to draw a card. They get to draw a card as well, but I'm less worried about that. Let's see if that, yeah. We're going to do the polymorph thing. Ooh, Lolth. There was some good blue-black stuff going around. Probably use the Minimus Containment on the Basilisk. Actually, you know what? If they haven't found a land yet, yeah, maybe we just let them not find a land. Sure, we're good. Green black. Okay. Okay. Blue black and red black. Yeah, I've done the red black thing a couple of times. Green was pretty good for me once or twice as well. No blocks. We are going to be mean to our opponent. And we're going to start getting some planar allies out. It's dungeon time. Well, while we're waiting for my opponent, if you are new here, first of all, welcome. It's good to have you. And second of all, don't forget to hit that follow button. Helps me out a lot. I'm out here every Thursday playing Arena, usually Draft, but occasionally some other things as well. I think we're going to go Tomb of Annihilation. Then... Oh, that's got Flash and Vigilance. Okay, we're going to go ahead and Planar Ally. We're going through this dungeon as quick as we can, and we're going to get Hamid down next turn and start double triggering some rooms. And if you don't know, each player loses 2 life unless they discard a card times 2. No blocks. Yeah, we've got a Delver's Torch somewhere in here as well. So that's going to be fun when we find that. Ooh, getting feisty over there. We will actually get rid of the Bag of Holding. And then I think I'm going to take the 2. Because I like what we've got and I want to keep it. And it's going to be hilarious when they attack him with the Circle of Moon Druid and we block it with a Flumph. It is super flumph. Okay. Nah, we're good. Deals combat damage, venture into the dungeon. Pay life to create treasure. Gonna get rid of the Circle of the Moon Druid. Yeah, we can get rid of a plains. That's fine. Our opponent is a little stretched thin on lands right now. And yeah, we're good. We'll be fine. Are they going to take another 2? Because if they are, that's cool with me. Because they're down to 6. And we're going to get a 4/4 next turn. That's pretty nice. Technically, we're going to get 2 4/4s, but one of them's going to immediately die because it's legendary. I don't think there's a whole lot our opponent can do here. You get +2/+0. You know, we don't really need the double triggers right now anyway. Surprising how many times they've gotten to draw off this flumph that just didn't really do much. Yeah, I'm okay with this. That's fine. That's going to be fun next time. Grim Wanderer. Could split the party. Don't really feel like it. So we're going to, right before they go to combat, tap down the Grim Wanderer. Alternatively, if they do something untoward, yeah, we want to keep that. So we're going to do this. Yup. They've had enough. There's nothing else they can do. Haven't drafted a lot. It's down in silver. All right, so we're 1-0. It's a good time. I think if you can get up to 5 wins, you basically pay your entry fee. So that's always the goal. Too cynical. Our opponent is too cynical. Oh, what do we got? We got 1 drop into 3, or sorry, 2 drop into 3 drop, potentially into 4 drop, into 5 drop. Hopefully. We'll find out. And of course, the Auntie cannot be blocked if it's attacking alone, which we will. We will definitely be attacking alone. That gargoyle is going to be nice later. And I do like the Tomb of Annihilation. We'll get down the gargoyle. It's a good time. I'm going to decline. I'll take the 2 for now. Also, our opponent has way more cards, so they're likely to throw out a card. But I want all of my cards. Valor Singer. Okay. Sure, we'll do this. Can't be blocked anyway, but whatever. And I'll decline. I'll take the 2. Yeah, they took the 2 as well, so it's all good. No blocks. Let's see. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get in with everything. Well, those 2 anyway. And we get Atropal. We can get this down. And we've got Polymorph up. Because Mordekainen was kind of rude. Okay, totally cool with that. That's fine. We know you're not attacking, so... we're going to do this. And they have had enough. That's how you do it. Getting our way up through silver. Should be a pretty quick trip. So we are at 2-0. Check in on the tournament. Looks like they're still in round 2 right now. So that's cool. So we have a couple of flash creatures at 3, which we're going to have the mana for, and a Bar the Gate, which means either we are going to have a creature on turn 3, or we are going to keep them from doing anything, which is fine by me. Yeah, sure. Yep. I'm going to do this. Flash this in, block. Yeah, important to note, that does not tap anything. It keeps them from untapping. It's a very different kind of thing. And we'll end the turn. Again, leaving up a couple of options. Yeah, we're going to bar the gate on that one. And let's head for the Tomb of Annihilation. Surprise, surprise. I always go for the Tomb of Annihilation. It's probably not healthy. I don't see any reason not to keep going on this. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. They're going to block. They're going to do the -1/-1 counter. We're going to do this. It's a 4/4. Now, we can make this Guild Thief unblockable, which is kind of nice. And if they don't have a blocker, we don't even have to bother with that. Okay, Vampire Spawn, not bad. We're going to use this. Get tapped. That zombie ogre is going to cause some venturing into the dungeon. Let's venture into a dungeon. Veils of Fear sounds fine to me. We're going to decline. We're ahead on life, so... Ooh, they've decided to follow suit. You've got 6. Play something big. Play a 6-drop. You know you want to. Yeah, that's a good one. And they can't really attack profitably either because Cloister Gargoyle. Hilarious. And now it's a 3/3. And next turn it'll be a 4/4. Yeah, sure. If that's what you want to use your time on, that's fine by me. Well, we might as well do this. Well, we definitely want that one. And I think also that one. Yeah, that's how we want to do it. I'm okay with this. Get the zombie ogre coming back. And you're going to tap down the guild thief. That's a good idea. Hmm. Alright, what else you got? Sure. And they're going to keep the guild thief tapped down, which is fine. We're biding our time here. It's fine. They get to venture into a dungeon. Which one do they choose? Next step here is sacrifice a creature, artifact, or land. Or take two. They're going to go to the Lost Mine of Phandelver. My turn. Okay, not great. And they're going to keep that thing tapped down forever now. There's no way they're using 8 mana in the turn. What's the next step for this? Make a 1/1 goblin or create a treasure. Yeah, we're going to let them go into the dungeon, but they're not getting a whole lot out of this. They get a 1/1 goblin or they create a treasure token. It's not a huge deal. What we need is a planar ally. That would be great. What we didn't need was more land. So we're up to 9 land, which is most of it. A Drider. Well, we're going to have to do something about that. That will do something about that. So they got us on a 9-turn clock. You know, it's a thing. Eventually, they might find a way to pump the zombie ogre and get that extra point of damage they need for the gargoyle. But until then... If a creature died this turn, you may pay 1. See, if you had done that before, I'd have had trouble. Okay, I need not land now. That will work. Get that zombie ogre. Thieves' Tools. Well, they're definitely going to get through for damage now. Which is unfortunate, because now we're on a 4-turn clock, and this is turn 1. Need a way to deal with that Death Priest. You know what? I don't even care to hide that anymore. So we can start getting in again. But we need a way to deal with the Death Priest. We have ways. What is the card in their hand? I don't like that they're looking at things right now. What's the next one? We get to sack a thing. We'll definitely sack a land to that. But we need removal this turn. We need removal for the Death Priest. That is too little too late. Okay. We're gonna keep going until we can't go any further. Yep, they got there. Quite honestly, I think if we draw one or two fewer lands during those turns right there in the middle of the game, we probably win that. We had the momentum, and we just stalled out. So sometimes that'll happen. Not much you can do about it. Yeah. 50 feet of rope. Never leave home without it, right?
That's right.
That's right. All right. Get the stretch going on. And we got Ray of Frost. That's a mulligan, right? Yeah. Okay. This is much better. We're going to ditch the Scion, I think. Yeah, it's okay, but it's not great. Okay, they got the Evolving Wilds. That's not a bad start. What color are you in, opponent? Red. Now, the question is, do I do double blue or double white? And it looks like I'm doing double blue. They're probably planning on dropping a 3-drop right now. And I just intend to not let that happen. Double strike. Yeah, no. Red-white is the kind of color combination that would do ridiculously scary things with equipment. So if we can keep them from dropping a double striker, we should. Unicorn. All right. Ooh, that's mean. Okay. See, this is why we didn't want the double striker around. This is 4 to equip. Yeah, we're going to not take 6. I think we're going to use this. Okay. We will do that. Discard the card. Drop this and get rid of the 4/4. That does slightly ramp them, but they're already at 5. They can't need to get much higher than that. And now we have the bag of holding. We can draw more cards, which is great. Kind of surprised they didn't destroy the enchantment over there. They could have. They definitely could have. We're going to do this. We're going to ditch that. And they are going to be emboldened and come in at me. Ooh, that's a dragon. I do not support this. Yeah, it's a dragon. Check it out. Portable hole. Again. That's not going to be good enough. I think we're going to do this. Yeah. I think we need the planar ally more. We can afford red dragons everywhere. It's a lot of dragons. Yeah, we don't win this. There's nothing we can do. One red dragon we could have handled. 2 red dragons? Not really. So we're 2-2. We had 2 wins followed by 2 losses. But I think we can go a little further than this. I think we can get up to 3-4 wins, maybe 5. Okay. We got our bar of the gates. We got a bag of holding for turn 1. I'm in. Let's do it. Turn 1 bag of holding sounds great. You know what? We'll do that on their end step. We'll probably toss out the Charmed Sleep, I would think. Maybe the Scion? Yeah, definitely the Scion. We've got the double blue now.
If we don't need to bar the gate, then we can toss out of planes. We will toss out of planes. We're just going to keep drawing cards. That's all we're going to do in this here mirror match. Which dungeon do you choose, opponent? Yeah. We will ditch split the party. Get rid of their dungeon map. It does ramp them. Don't get me wrong, it does ramp them, but I'm okay with that. Sure. Now we have the ramp. Nothing to see here, just two control decks doing control deck things. Eventually you gotta play a creature, come on. Hey, I know that creature. We're gonna go to the Tomb of Annihilation. I know, very surprising. What are you gonna play now? Another one? Play something big, come on. Sure, we'll let that resolve. Give that the charmed sleep. And pass turn. Just control decks doing control deck things. Bar the gate. Venture into the dungeon. Sack a creature, an artifact, and a land. Yeah, we could do that. No, we're gonna do this. Yeah. Spread the love around. And we'll decline. So does our opponent. Ooh, trying to do that, are we? Too bad. Counter your scheme. Now, don't get me wrong, they can absolutely... Oh, Mind Flayer. That's a problem. That is a problem. Create a treasure. Very nice. Very nice. Need a way to take out the Mind Flayer.
Ooh, Paladin, that's fine. Get ourselves a 3/3 to counter their 3/3 and dungeons all around, I suppose. Okay. It's not bad. It's going to do some damage. Can't make it so we can't attack. It's not a bad plan. They do have 5 in the air. Get a scry 2. Now, the question is, do they have anything good in hand? Or is this polymorph going to do some very mean things? I'm hoping the polymorph is going to do some very mean things here. Well, that makes this a little easier, doesn't it? Well, we'll keep that in our back pocket for now. You just toss a land. It's fine. Or you can sack a creature that you can't... yeah, it's fine. So we're about to get a 4/4 next turn. That's bad. That's very bad. That means the Mind Flayer is back in play. Though they are going to have to use the Mind Flayer to get that planar ally back if they want to keep it. What did they exile? +2 Mace and Arcane Investigator. They're going to get the Scion. Okay. Roll poorly. We get a 4/4 god creature. Okay, now I'm hoping that they flicker the Mind Flayer, and try to get the planar ally back. Try to get the 4/4 maybe, or the Paladin. Doesn't particularly matter. They venture into the dungeon. They scry 3. And I'm hoping they try to get the Mind Flayer back. Teleportation Circle is really good. We're going to go here and gain a life. That's fine. So we're going to take 7. Moon-blessed Cleric. Search for an enchantment. Reveal it. Shuffle. They don't have any. Steadfast Paladin. That's a problem. That is a problem. Okay, now it's getting out of hand. Delver's Torch. Potion of Healing. Draw another card. They're down to 9. We've got 15 in our deck. They're going to try and keep something tapped down. And they do. Now the question is, what else can I do? Flumph can block the planar ally for a turn. Actually, can block the planar ally for multiple turns. Delver's Torch. That's a 5/5. Nah, we got to keep that to a minimum. I don't think we survive this. I don't think we do. If they attack with everything, well, can block once. They get to delve twice. Yeah, if they attack with everything, that's gonna be the game. Yeah, they finally got the Cyanostygia to do something after turns of doing nothing, and it was the perfect turn for them. Yeah, what can you do? We never found the way to deal with that Mind Flayer. Yeah, teleportation circle. If you ever see a teleportation circle in your draft, take it and run. That card is nuts. That card will win you every game it shows up in. I have never seen a teleportation circle land and not win the game. So, if you see it, it is absolute windmill slam first pick. Gonna open up some packs here. Get a couple things like a Reaper's Talisman and Gelatinous Cube. Dragon Turtle. You know. It's my first Dragon Turtle. When it enters the battlefield, tap it and up to one target creature an opponent controls. They don't untap during their controller's next untap steps. It's an interesting card. Well, we got a whole bunch of stuff here. Hey, we got our first Dritz Dordan. We got multiple green-white elf legendaries. Interesting. Well, that is going to be it for me for tonight. looks like Vivail managed to win the whole thing, and I'm not really surprised. Yeah, that was a really good deck, and Vivail knew how to play it. So, but like I was saying, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time, for more draft, maybe some historic. I've been trying to climb the historic ladder a little bit, so we might do some of that tomorrow night as well. And then I will be back on Saturday at noon Central Time for some non-MTG fun. We will be getting into Mass Effect 2 on Saturday. In the meantime, if you haven't already, hit that follow button. And if you're really super sweet on me and you want to support my content, you could hit that subscribe button. In the meantime, I'm Bad Moon MTG. I'll see you later.